heat. Mixing non-stop with the hottest DJ.
I'm your host, Joshua Diaz.
Non-stop.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
There is not, really? It is to me.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
But I have to put her on the side and worry
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
There is no investigation. This boy
There
has.
is not, really? It is to me. Right. Idiot.
Like the hot bells. It's hard, that's real tough.
But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any F's and stuff. Live from the NBD Production Studios, you're in the lab with your host, Joshua Diaz.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
There is not, really? It is to me.
Welcome,
But I have to put her
welcome.
on the side and worry about the boys. But I have to.
There is no investigation.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
But I have to put her. But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the lab. I'm your host, Joshua Diaz. Good to be here. Good to see you. Welcome. It's nice not to be talking about Daryl Brooks for a change. Always nice. Vicky, I'm doing great. How are you doing tonight, Vicky? That's what I'm wondering. I'm wondering about you, not me. And as stated in the title, we do have a guest host tonight. Shayla said, Josh, I dig your channel. Have followed you for a while in silence. Guess what? Shout it from the rooftops. Here comes our guest host. You may know or you may not.
Hello.
Miss Merch, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very good. Miss Merch, aka Linda, sitting in tonight, guest hosting on the lab. How do you feel?
A little bit nervous, but I'm good.
She's nervous, folks. She's nervous, so make her feel more nervous. Throw those tomatoes in the chat, baby. How do you feel about that? Just toss you to the wolves like it's nothing.
Yeah, I feel great.
just phew, tossed.
Yeah, that's fine. We're in this together. It's all good.
No, we're not. You're on your own.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
If you're sinking ship, you're not taking me down.
Oh, no, I am.
Oh, okay. Well, then we go down in flames.
That's right.
Together, Thelma and Louise.
Definitely.
Who was it? Mimi commented the other day on, I think it was an Instagram post, and I can't remember, but she, when I was talking about Macho and Otis, I was saying that, they're like Bert and Ernie or whatever. And then Mimi came through with one, just like in the 11th hour.
Yes.
You know what the 11th hour is?
Yes, but who did she say?
Okay, well, can I get to that?
Oh, no. Yeah, sorry.
It's unbelievable. We are 6 minutes and 24 seconds, 25, 26
Cut to the
seconds.
chase. The people want to know.
Of course they want to know, but we got to do a show. Unbelievable. Okay. Yes. So I said, and I'm doing this because I want to, not because you said to.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of both. Okay. I said dynamic duo, referring to Otis and Machos. I said dynamic duo. This is the caption. I can only compare them to Shaq and Kobe, Montana and Rice. And you probably don't even know who Montana and Rice is. A-Rod and Jeter. You know who they are?
Yes.
Okay. Laverne and Shirley.
Yes. That was my favorite. Yeah.
DMX and the Rough Riders. That was my personal favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Teresa said DMX and the Rough Riders. And I love that Riders is spelled Ryders.
Mm-hmm.
And then I said Yogi and Bear, but Mimi comes through with the heat. You know what I mean?
Yes.
She comes through with the heat. And how could I forget one of the most dynamic duos ever? What dynamic duo was I missing, Miss Merch?
Well, I mean, Fuzzy B said Cheech and Chong. I mean, that's a good one.
Unreal. It's a kid's show.
It's not. There's
Yes,
just
it
no
is.
F's and stuff.
This is a kid's show, unless we're talking about the stuff that we're supposed to be talking about.
Right.
Then it's not a kid's show. Taco and Nacho. Was that because I'm Mexican?
Chips and salsa.
Tortilla and cheese. No, come on. It's like, let's do this. It's not Cheech and Chong. It's not Cheech
You got to
and
give
Chong.
me a hint.
No, I don't.
Yeah, Kat said Beavis and Butthead.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. One's Batman and one's a Robin.
Oh, goodness. Unreal.
Was that a good enough? Was that a good enough hint for you?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Okay. Well,
So Batman and Robin. Got it.
do you have a guess?
Yeah, Batman and Robin.
Okay. Well, ding, ding, ding. You are correct.
I mean, there's a lot of good duos.
No, there's not.
Yes, there is. Someone
No,
just
there's
said Bill
not.
and Ted. That's good.
Bill and Ted. They
Yeah.
did one movie.
No, they didn't.
Oh, okay. So they did two movies, and one was a really bad movie.
I think there's 3.
Okay, then there was 2 really bad ones.
I like Harry and Lloyd. They're my favorite duo.
Harry and Lloyd are your favorite. Okay, well, let's just move on. It's good to have you here. Yeah. If they made, what was it? What was the name of that movie? What was it? Bill and Ted?
Yeah, Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Okay, well then if they made 3 movies, then 3 of them were bad.
Gosh.
Harry and Lloyd.
Tough. I talk that way about Keanu Reeves.
Hey, Mitch says, how did y'all meet?
Wow.
I think about that.
That's a show in itself.
I just think about that every single day.
Yeah, I do too. I got to admit, I do too.
Okay, I was joking. This is going from bad to worse.
I'm asking myself right now, how did we meet?
God. All right. Let's get into it, folks. So obviously the Daryl Brooks decision came down the pike. And what was it? 76 counts?
Yes.
76 counts, found guilty on all 76 counts, which is,
yes,
unheard of. Unheard of. If he would have had a lawyer, they probably would have, when I say dumbed down the charges, that's not what I mean. What I mean really is like he could have probably got a couple of those to lesser charges. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Anyway, but he would still do, 1,735 years in jail, which he deserves. But he's going to appeal, and it's going to take about a year for him to appeal because, just to get all the transcripts from the file ready, he's going to find some lawyer. Here's the problem is that if he's going to say that, he shouldn't have been allowed to represent himself. That's going to be the appeal. That's going to be,
to be honest, it was ridiculous, and he's a horrible person. But
yeah, mindful Mama Ray, how every single count, and it took them like less than 24 hours to come back with verdicts.
Yeah, so, they'd had enough, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think they just wanted to put him away and just forget the whole thing. But he's just the worst of the worst.
Ann Vroom says, Josh, you don't mean Daryl Brooks. You mean Daryl Brooks. Please get it right. That's his lawful name. Yeah, exactly. You tell that bad man. Anyway, moving on.
Lawfully lawful.
I know. To the Quinton Simon case, we're just going to move right into that because that's what I'm here to talk about tonight. And unfortunately, it gets worse and worse for Billy Jo. Every time you turn on your computer, your phone, whatever, she's just always doing something that doesn't help her in the least when it comes to, like, you want to feel sorry for her. Because in a normal circumstance, like this isn't a normal circumstance. I'm not talking about the circumstance itself, but the circumstance of her grandson going missing and the mother being the one accused of it. You would think that you could have some sympathy for her, but it escapes me, and it's getting further and further away every single day. I'm going to play. There is leaked audio that was to the dailymail.com. And I'm guessing Bubba, the Quinton Simon's father, is the one that gave it to him or sold it to him or whatever, talking to Billy Jo about what she thinks happened. Have you heard this?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so we're going to get fresh reaction. It's weird.
Strongly about that. I feel honestly and truthfully, Bubba, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like there was an accident. I feel like something happened while Quinton was in the bathtub and he drowned, and they were both high. That's my theory.
Well, hell, they should just call the police if something like that happened.
Whenever you're high as hell, man, you do stupid shit. Even yourself, you're a different person whenever you because I'm not defending her. You know what I mean? But I know I'm not the same person on drugs.
So let's just start at the very, very beginning. She's having what was a private conversation about Quinton with Quinton's biological father, the man who's not in his life. And wasn't. And so, you know, look, he's not involved in this, but he also wasn't involved in this kid's life. I have a problem with that first and foremost. Somebody said in the chat the other day, well, are you giving him a pass? I'm not giving him a pass. He's just not accused of throwing his child into a dumpster. I mean, it's just so.
No,
it's not about him.
No one's saying that he's a good dad at all, a good parent.
He
he's
sucks.
Obviously abandoned his responsibilities and his child and everything like that. But like you said, no one, like he didn't do whatever's happened to Quinton. He's not involved with that.
Yeah, but yeah, no, he's not a good dad. So anyway, she's having a conversation with Billy Jo, or he is. And first of all, when I first heard it, I thought he was talking first, but it's actually Billy Jo, which is scary.
I feel strongly about that.
Okay, so she's saying, I feel strongly about that. Well, what is it you feel strongly about?
I feel, honestly and truthfully, Bubba, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like there was an accident.
Okay, so she feels like there was an accident. Okay, fair enough. But it doesn't stop there.
You know, I feel like something happened while Quinton was in the bathtub and he drowned, and they were both high.
Okay, so she thinks that this was an accident. Well, this is her theory, that there was an accident and that Quinton drowned while in the bathtub, and them both being high. But, and I don't know, I can't remember, but pretty sure like 2-year-olds could stand up, can't they?
Yes, but if the bath is filled up,
okay,
he gets
all
left
right.
in the bathtub by himself.
Yeah, she talks about it it's so plain. It's so plain as day. Okay. So then the only one with a brain cell in between the two of them says one of the most common sense things you're going to hear in this entire case. And here they go.
That's my theory.
Well, hell, they should just call the police if something like that happened.
Okay. So they should have just called the police if something like that happened. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He's right. That's exactly what you would do. You would call the police.
Mm-hmm.
I love this. Change the intro. It's time.
Oh.
Thank you. I appreciate your comment. It's unbelievable. Change your intro. It's time. You know,
some is still not found yet, but yeah.
You know what you could do is wait until the intro's over and then come in. Feel me? Or you can turn it down, because I don't talk during the intro. I don't say anything of importance. Some might argue I never say anything important. And some might be successful at that. But the intro stays. You can go. But you can stay. But the intro stays. No, you can go. You don't have to go.
Let's all stay.
You don't have to go. You can stay. But the intro is going to stay. So if you're going to make me choose, and I don't want to, don't make me choose. I won't. All right, I'm going to choose. It's the intro, but you're both welcome.
Oh, boy. That's a great idea for merch, Plant Love.
What?
The shirt says, there's going to be a shirt made that says the intro stays.
The intro stays. You can go.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so moving on.
So anyway, so
every now and then I get that. I get somebody saying, "Hey, I can't take it anymore." And it's like, There are shows that have the same intro music for 30 friggin' years.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Johnny Carson show. Not saying that, we're the Johnny Carson show. We're better than them. But that's not true.
Gosh.
But there are shows that have complete and utter trademark Wheel of Fortune. Come on down. And then, the guy gets up there and he goes, hey, you know what, Bob, why don't you change your theme music? I love your show, buddy, but the theme music's got to go. There's a new host on there now. He's not even that new. He's been on there for a long time. They're still playing the same theme music. The price is wrong.
Isn't it Drew Carey?
Yeah. And guess what? He didn't change the theme music. Why didn't he change the theme music? Because he loves it.
Right.
Because it's part of him.
It's him. Yeah.
Howard Stern, Bubba the Love Sponge, all same intro music. They what is Howard Stern? Rob Zombie? Down from Planet X. Yeah. Like I've lost complete control again. Way down in Planet X. Shit. And then somebody just put in the chat. Okay, so let's hear this theory. Let's hear it. Okay, so this is your fault.
Or be high as hell, man, you do stupid shit. Even yourself, you're a different person whenever you defend her. Because I'm not defending her. You know what I mean? But I know I'm not the same person on the...
So, when you're high, you do stupid blank.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just say it, because that's how ridiculous it is.
Mm-hmm.
When you're high, you do stupid shit, right?
I guess.
That is a true statement.
I would say yes, that's a true statement. Yes. I don't know personally, but yes, I would, from what I've seen.
But not the kind of stupid stuff where you throw a child in a dumpster that's either drowned or whatever.
That's not stupid.
No.
That's evil.
It's evil.
Yeah.
And I just don't understand. So, and then she goes from that to, I'm not defending her. Well, yes, that's exactly what you're doing. You're defending her.
So,
and I'm working to the point here. Mute. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I just wanted to clarify. So,
is this your first time watching the show?
Well, it's the first time, anyway. So I just wanted to clarify with the phone call. So she's on the phone to Quinton's dad, the grandma, and she's saying that when you're high, you're not yourself or whatever.
Yeah.
So she's basically saying that she knows that she's done something. That's kind of the point of the entire phone call, is that she suspects that Leilani's not telling the truth, or that maybe she really feels like she doesn't remember. And she's defending her daughter. Okay. Which is completely crazy. Yes.
And then she turns it on him and says, you're not the same when you're high, right, Bubba?
I feel strongly about that. I feel, honestly and truthfully, Bubba, I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like there was an accident. I feel like something happened while Quinton was in the bathtub and he drowned, and they were both high. That's my theory.
Well, hell, they should just call the police if something like that happened.
If you're high as hell, man, you do stupid shit. Even yourself, you're a different person whenever you.
Even yourself. And he should have turned and he should have said to her, "No, Billy
Well,
Jo,
I've never.
never done anything like that in my life.
Exactly.
I've stolen. I've been put in jail for stuff. I ain't never done that."
No.
When you're high, you do stupid stuff. Billy Jo, I mean, if this is what she's doing to cope with what's going on, she's not doing a great job at all.
Yeah, doing something stupid is completely different to having your child die and then you do something with them. That they're not even comparable.
Yeah, exactly. And Morgan says in the chat, like it happens all the time. Like it's just, hey, sometimes when you're high, you steal the keys to your mom's car and you take it down the interstate and you may head up in Mexico, buy some cocaine, and have a grand old weekend while the cops are out looking for you, mom's looking for you, but you're high, so you're doing stupid stuff, or you throw your baby in a dumpster. One makes somewhat sense, and the other is inhumane.
Well, you know what I was thinking, stupid stuff? I was thinking about going online and doing too much online shopping. My mind doesn't even go to anything that they've done.
Right.
It's just, it's disgusting.
And
for her to be saying that, all
so
casual.
But then to follow it up with, but I'm not defending her.
I'm not defending her. You know what I mean? But I know I'm not the same person on drugs.
But I know I'm not the same person on drugs.
So she said, I know I'm not the same person on drugs.
Yeah, and that you're not either.
Oh.
I feel strongly about that. Honestly and truthfully, Bubba, I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like there was an accident. I feel like something happened while Quinton was...
Like she's doing fine. I'm with her here. Sounds about right. I don't know if she intentionally killed Quinton. I don't know that. Nobody does except Leilani, and I'm suspecting that mom knows more than she does. And if she does have that information, it is her duty to tell law enforcement. But it sounds as though they're spending their final freedom days, or Leilani's. I don't know what's going to happen with Billy Jo, and I don't really care at this point. That they're out back and they're drinking.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. And it also sounds to me like Leilani has told her mum this story, that's what's happened.
It sounds like she knows what's happened.
Yeah.
And like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if it was an accident, but
it's what's happened after that.
Well, first, look, if she was high and Quinton drowned in the bathtub, if that's what happened, she's in trouble, no matter what. It's negligence.
Yes. Which she shouldn't have even been in charge of the kids.
She shouldn't have been in charge of the kids, but once again, who thinks that somebody's going to do this? But so she's in trouble no matter what. Yeah. And she could have been charged, homicide by negligence. And Kelly S has a good point, and we've talked about this before. An accident, you would call 911. Normal people do, yes.
Yeah, but
this is not normal behavior.
They're high on drugs. It's obviously they all do drugs in that house, which is
I don't know. I mean, does grandma get drug tested? She might just be a drunk.
Well, she just said in that phone call that she acts different when she's on drugs as well.
She said she's not on drugs anymore. I don't know if she is or not.
I don't know that.
I don't care if she is or not. But I think she's enabling her daughter and protecting her daughter and making excuses for her. This is not, to me, this isn't, she probably thinks that she's being a good mother, and it's just the opposite, really.
No, and the thing is, her responsibility was to the children. She had custody of them for a reason. And that's who she should have been protecting, not her adult daughter. It's these little innocent babies that
I think most people have a family member or a couple family members or maybe a bunch of family members that have and do drugs, right? I mean, it's pretty standard now, especially in certain areas. So there's millions of people addicted to drugs in the world, millions of them. And the kind of people that end up typically doing this kind of stuff most of the time have had some substance problems or whatever. Somebody said there's a video that has come out the same day when the man interviewed her. Have you seen it? The one where everybody keeps talking about her, like she's like chewing her jaw or something. I don't know.
Ugh.
And it's disgusting. But yeah, a lot of people have drug and alcohol problems, and most people manage to not do those kinds of things. I mean, I don't know if she's 22 or 24. I've heard conflicting reports. It doesn't matter. She's got quite a rap sheet already. And it seems like that's the way that she was headed. I'm just surprised that she hasn't been in trouble for something, neglectful. And I don't know if she has or she hasn't. But Billy Jo is really defending her here, and while saying that she's not.
Yeah, she's defending her. And this just seems like it's the latest story that they're coming out with. Like, I don't understand why they made such a big deal about the back door being unlocked for so long. Because what confused me was they said, okay, the alarm system showed the back door was unlocked. Okay. But then didn't the boyfriend say that he saw Quinton in the morning before he went to work? Yep. So what does it matter if the back door is open or not? What's that got to do with anything? And that doesn't make sense. And then it doesn't make sense about, okay, if something happened to him in the bathtub, maybe she could have panicked and put him to bed, and maybe the boyfriend didn't know that something had happened to him. Don't know.
Yeah.
But there's just a lot we don't know, really. Just know that Leilani's a terrible person.
And she's lying. And we all know that which she very well could be arrested for. I mean, I think that they'll probably just add that charge, but I think that the FBI is loving what's happening. And I saw somebody in the chat say this earlier, that the FBI is eating this up. I somewhat agree that, they want to see how their behavior is like post Quinton, and, they're taking all these interviews and, statements and so on and so forth. they're taking it all and they're building a case. Now, if they don't find Quinton, if they do not find him, they very well still may charge her with his death because it happens all the time.
I certainly hope that they do. She needs to be held responsible for what has happened, whatever has happened.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was watching a little bit of the protests earlier. I feel so bad for those neighbors.
Yeah.
It's just like unbelievable. I feel so bad for the neighbors.
Yeah, and you know what I think of with the neighbors as well? They might have little kids themselves, they're trying to get them to sleep. They're trying to
Somebody told me
look
there's a
after their
lady
family.
in the neighborhood that's on hospice. I don't know if that's true, but I heard it from somebody that I trust.
That's terrible.
And they're just like hating life.
I'm sure they are. I'm sure they didn't even like them before all this has happened.
No, they always fought, I heard.
Great.
So basically what we're getting out of this is that the mother absolutely thinks that Leilani is somehow responsible for Quinton's death.
Yes. That's what it sounds like.
He was in the bathtub and he drowned and they were both high. That's my theory.
Well, hell, they should just call the police if something like that happened.
If you're high as hell, man, you do stupid shit. Even yourself, you're a different person whenever you
That's, first of all, that's extremely uncalled for her to say anything like that to him. To even try to make him sympathize with anybody doing anything like that. Like, the guy's a criminal. He's done stupid stuff, no doubt. But she's like, she thinks that she's justifying this.
There's no justifying it.
No,
There's
but
not.
she's trying. She's trying.
Well, she can try what she likes.
Which is not true. You are absolutely defending her.
know what I mean? But I know I'm not the same person on drugs.
She's not the same person on drugs.
Great.
Let's see. Honey Hush says, if I remember, a neighbor called DHS because one of the kids was running around the yard alone. They were worried about them getting into traffic. I believe that is true. I believe that's true. Leslie says, it seems barbaric to show up like a Wild West mob outside their home. I just like other than making them uncomfortable in their own house. And look, I'm not worried about their comfort level. I'm truly not. Doesn't matter to me.
No,
I'm not worried about if they're comfortable. I'm not worried about any of that. But that being said, we live in a society where there are neighbors. And it's just not great to be doing this stuff. I don't know why, until, like I said, until Quinton is found or that search stops and, they've exhausted all options, which, by the way, unless say he's found in the next day or two, which I find unlikely, this search is going to go on for a while, and they're going to have to build a case without a body. Now, I pray that they find, I hope they find him if he's truly in there in the next, couple days. I really do. Like, I just think
of course.
I just, it's like you don't want to find him in there. But you should. If he's in there, you have to.
Yeah, he needs to be found. He needs to be found. This isn't. this isn't right, but it's
You know what that
it's the
sound
fact
is?
of I do.
That's Love Pink shedding love, gifting 5 lab memberships.
She's so lovely.
Arlene, Jesse Cribbs, Fud Packer. Okay. D Fud Packer. Awesome. Thank you so much. You're such a
Thank you, Love Pink.
nice person. Pam Cake says, hey, those kids didn't have a chance.
It really doesn't seem like they did at all.
Usually kids that small get bathed together. They have an in-ground pool. Either that or was beat to death, in my opinion. Yeah, there's not a lot of things that really could have gone on. And Strawberries says, I pray for the searchers. No doubt about that.
What a absolutely horrible, time-consuming job that they're doing as well. It's just
It's a nightmare.
what I want to know is, do you think that the police or the FBI would have like a tail on Leilani? So like if she ever goes out to whatever her appointments or anything like that, they would be following her like they should have been doing in like Brian Laundrie's case?
They certainly could. And yes, I think that they have. Yeah, I think that they're watching the house.
So, but to me, what is the point of the protesting? Like, what are they trying to? Are they trying to make her crack and go, okay, I did
Yeah,
it?
maybe. Yeah, probably. I don't know what they're trying to do. I think that a lot of people are outraged, and understandably so. I got no problem with that.
No, we're all outraged. I
it's
don't know one
ridiculous.
person. Yeah, no one is not outraged about this.
But I don't know. I don't know what the protests do. I don't know. But I was watching it like for a few minutes earlier. It was just a nightmare. And then all of a sudden, like some guy pulls up in the middle of the street and this creator just like walks up to him. And I'm thinking, you're in Georgia. Like, you think that guy could very well have a gun.
And what did he do when he walked up to the car? Did he say something to them?
Oh, they were just running their mouth at each other.
Yeah, what? Like someone said, if you want to protest, go to the courthouse.
Well, you're not going to go to the courthouse because she's not at the courthouse.
No, but are they protesting the fact that she's not arrested?
Carolyn says protesters are making them squirm. Yeah, I guess so. I guess so. Yeah, they seem upset about it. I don't know.
I mean, I thought it was ridiculous when they said in the interview that they, being in their own house, they couldn't even go outside. Well, who cares?
Oh yeah, I didn't care.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, it seems like there's some people in the chat that support the protest. I do not
trying to wear them down.
What? How are you going to wear them down? The grandmother has a sign up in her window of her quote unquote favorite YouTuber, like to follow her.
Are you kidding me?
You're not wearing anybody down.
No, for real.
Yeah, it's Cher.
Well, that's okay, whatever. That's ridiculous.
I'm not like, I wish I was making that up. I think she's giving her an outlet or whatever, but like I don't care. It's weird. That just shows me you're not wearing anybody down.
No, that's not wearing anyone down. That's disgusting.
They played Crying Baby and Giggling Baby. I mean, and the neighbors got to hear that.
The grandmother is a mod.
Yeah, I think she is on. Yes. I think she is a mod now.
I'm very.
Well, I mean, you know, what are you going to do? I'm just saying that the circus is in town and they're doing 2 shows a day.
No,
like, I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. Well, I didn't know about the sign in the window.
Daisy says yes, and she has her Cash App up because she's going to Savannah. Good God. Where the wind blows, I think that you at 10 o'clock they have to stop. But I mean, it's just excessive.
That's very late if you've got young kids that you're trying to get to sleep.
Yeah.
To have people yelling outside. But anyway.
It's gnarly, actually. I mean, can you imagine? You imagine trying to go to sleep?
No, well, I get annoyed enough. There's construction going on in my neighborhood.
Oh, bummer.
And I get annoyed hearing the power tools, and that's nothing. And they have to, you know, start at a certain time and finish at a certain time. So I can't imagine hearing these. Anyway.
Heidi Lamar says you need to look at Georgia's history, past and present. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Look at their past and present. I'm not really sure what we're talking about there. Teresa M says there are other ways to protest. Yeah, look, you know, it's always with the, you know, we have our constitutional right to peacefully protest. I guess. I don't know what, to me, it's not. Oh, wait. Did I say Georgia's? Are you talking about grandmas? Oh, okay. That makes a little more sense. Yeah, and right, you're easily distracted. This is a great point. Noise complaints on protesting. They are not any type of organization, not government, not political figures, residential area. Exactly. It's bad. Yeah. I really do just feel bad for the surrounding neighbors. I don't care if if they were out in the middle of a field or something, like, you know, farm.
Yeah.
Like they're on
public.
They're on public property, dude. It's nuts. Mm-hmm. It's nuts. And it sucks, you know, but
I feel strongly about that. I feel, honestly and truthfully, Bubba, I ain't gonna lie to you, I feel like there was an accident. You know, I feel like something happened while Quinton was in the bathtub and he drowned and they were both high. That's my theory.
Well, hell, they should just call the police if something like that happened.
If you're high as hell, man, you do stupid shit. Even yourself, you're a different person whenever you because I'm not defending her. You know what I mean? But I know I'm not the same person on the
audio clip of missing boy Quinton Simon reveals grandmother believed baby drowned in accident. New audio clip recorded phone call between missing Georgia boy Quinton Simon's maternal grandmother and father, maternal, the hell, father revealed a suspicion the grandmother had that Quinton died in a drowning accident at home. RadarOnline.com has learned. An audio clip from the recording from a recorded phone call between Howell and her grandson's biological father, Henry Bubba Moss, reveals that Hal believes that her daughter and the daughter's boyfriend, Danny, were involved in the child's death due to being high on drugs. Like, you don't just come up with that, do you?
I wouldn't think so. But See, I don't know you can pass lie detector tests even if you're lying. I get that, but he was cleared, wasn't he? The boyfriend?
He's not a suspect. I mean, at all.
Yeah, because he left the state, didn't he?
He left the
After
state with their blessing. Yes.
right.
But they've never came out and just said that he's cleared, but he is, and they doubled down on it the other day that she's the sole suspect.
Right. So
What is it? Okay, so during the conversation with the grandson's father, the 45-year-old grandmother, the 45-year-old grandmother shared a disturbing theory on what she believed could have caused the grandson's disappearance from his Georgia home on October 5th. Quinton was last seen by Yunkin around 6 a.m. However, his mother did not report him missing until 3 hours later. And we've all heard the phone call. Hal replied to the father's statement suggests hypothesized accident. You know, if you're high as hell, you do stupid shit. The police are the ones saying she went into a traumatic state and blacked out. Hal told the boy's father. The grandmother added, "It's not her saying she don't remember. That's what the police told her, and that's what they told me." Despite last being reported in the custody of his mother and her boyfriend, Billy Jo and Thomas, Hal had legal custody of the 18-month-old, adding another layer of confusion to the case. Many critics who have followed the case have drawn comparisons of Leilani to Casey Anthony, who was infamously acquitted of the murder of a 3-year-old daughter, Kaylee, in an eerily similar missing child situation. It's not eerily similar, but they do kind of remind me of each other. And I think I might have been the first one to do that. But who knows? Maybe I wasn't.
Oh, I remember you saying it, but
well, I did a show about it like a week ago or before this. I just said it's starting to feel Casey Anthony-ish. And the other reason I said that is because of just the grandma and the grandpa.
that was you said that, yeah, before they even went out to the bar.
Yeah, that was the only thing. Somebody said only 45.
She definitely looks older than 45.
Great. I mean,
but anyway,
it's hard living out there, man.
I guess so.
Drinking is rough on the body. Like super rough. Witchy woman says I'm 58. I don't look as old as she does. Uh-oh. And GP, the OG, wants to know, who is Bubba? Bubba is the boy's father. Quinton Simon's biological
Wouldn't really
father.
call him a father, but yeah.
Well, he's the biological father. But, you know, another thing about that is Leilani tried to blame him.
I remember.
So what is going on there?
So all
is he just trying to get information
to her? I mean, I think he's just trying to get information, but
well, she told him, "Hey, why don't you bring us some deer meat because we're prisoners?"
Pardon?
She said to Bubba,
"Who's she, Leilani or the grandma?"
The grandma,
right?
Said, "Why don't you bring us some deer meat? We're prisoners."
Well, why didn't he drop by and visit his son once in a while, rather than worrying about them having food or not?
Well, because he didn't like Leilani.
Well, he seems to be talking to them all now. You cannot like the mother of your child and still see your child.
Well, that's a tale as old as time. But it does, if for some reason, it tends to affect lots of relationships. And, you know, we were just listening to something the other night, like kind of like that. Divorces or whatever. It can just be, it's not even that. What this is degenerate drug addict behavior for children. Like they're basically kids.
I mean, see, but that's the thing. You had your kids at a young age. You still wanted to see them all the time. Age, I don't think age is an argument either.
Well, I'm talking coupled with the drug problems. I didn't have a drug problem.
No, I know, but I even think that some people that have drug problems still want their kids.
Yeah, they want
Or
their
to
kids,
see
but
them.
they eat, the drug always wins, you know.
Yeah, but the thing is, he could have still visited. He
I
said
don't
he
know if he
hasn't
was on
seen
drugs or
them.
not. He just said that he didn't like her.
Yeah.
I agree with you. He should he definitely should have been involved in his kids' lives, but you know, that he wasn't. He's gonna come out smelling like a rose, which he shouldn't, but because there's a lot of blame to go around.
Oh, exactly.
There's a lot.
There's a lot of blame. And I think I asked you, so someone's mentioned in the chat here too, Sherry Sharpless said, it's weird that Danny left the same day. So did he actually leave that day? Like left?
I don't know if I heard that Danny left after he found out that Leilani had failed.
Yes, I think I remember you saying that. So, and then when that happened, all the children were taken into custody, weren't they? They were taken out of their care.
Yes, relatively quick too.
And Danny's not able to have custody of
not yet
the 4-month-old. Right.
Not yet. Not until this investigation finishes. And you know, it's maybe he was on drugs too.
That's right.
So if he is, he shouldn't get the kid. He shouldn't, you know, he should have to do things to get his child back. But really, between Billy Jo, between Leilani and the babysitter, and I don't know anything about the grandpa. I just do not understand. I do not understand how 3 little kids in that house weren't taken care of with so many people there. There are mothers and fathers who are by themselves with 3, 4 kids. And you know what? Probably, you know, we've all lived lifestyles sometimes that we're not proud of, or, you know, had kids with people we regret having kids with.
For sure, yeah.
That's fair. I mean, a lot of people do, but that's not the child's fault. And
absolutely not.
And you have a responsibility, you have a duty to raise them.
That's right. Because once you have a child, it's not about you anymore. It's about them and their well-being, their health, their safety. Not about if you don't like their dad or the mum anymore. You got to do what's best for your child. And obviously she wasn't, which is why her grandmother, or why the grandmother got custody.
Right.
And then she left. The whole thing is just confusing anyway. The fact that the 4-month was still in her care, but the other 2 weren't. How are you allowed to live under the same house?
I don't know, but I'll tell you, you know, my grandma had 5 kids. She had her first kid when she was 15 years old. This is back in like the 50s. Okay. And I don't know if that's normal or not, but it's young. It's not normal anymore, but it may have been more normal back then. It's obviously, to me, even back then, it's too young to have kids. And her husband, my biological grandpa, who she divorced, you know, many years later, I think probably before I was born.
Mm-hmm.
She had 5 children and a husband who didn't take care of the kids at all. And she basically had to do everything. You know, he was always like gone or,
Yeah, she was like, she was a single parent, basically.
and she did. Yeah. She did like, she would always make fun of us because we were like she goes, I had 5 kids and I did this and that. And you're like, God. She would, hey, did you do that? Did you get the, no, I had, you know, to change a diaper or blah, blah, blah. And then like in my day, and I'm like, Jesus.
Don't you say one bad word about grandma.
Josh, is your grandma your mom's mom? She certainly is.
She's my gal.
See, I think that she can be your gal. I think that this it makes a little bit more sense right here that Leilani is a young Candace. I think so too. It's just that because Candace had major issues in the past with children too. Major.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And continued having children.
Oh, just sets after sets. And that seems like, you know, probably where Leilani was headed as well.
And funnily enough, the grandma also was around. She didn't really help though, Grandis, I don't think.
No, she's like a what was her name? Candy Jo.
Gross. Ugh, Candy Jo.
I like
silly.
I like mixing names.
Clearly.
Candy Jo
Oh
Howell.
my God. She's see the other thing. Oh, I was going to start talking about that case. I'm not going to go there.
Which one?
Well, just with Summer, how Grandma
What
left.
about it?
Well, just how she left pretty quick as well when her granddaughter went missing.
Candy Jo.
Yeah, Candy Jo left real quick.
My
She didn't stick around to help.
love, do you ever dream of candy
Focus.
coated raindrops?
Oh boy.
You're the same, my Candy Jo.
Oh God. Come on.
Where else you get this kind of entertainment, folks? It's not good.
Certainly nowhere else.
I know. My eye hurts so bad.
Yeah.
Like it's scratched. It feels like there's sand in it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You ever had that happen?
Before. I have. But I've literally had sand in my eye.
Well, it's a possibility.
Okay, spit it out. Oh my God.
I'm gonna put an eye patch on soon.
Okay, pirate.
I'm not kidding.
Miss Merch should make you a lab rat eye patch. Oh boy.
It helps. It's not going to do anything for our viewership, but it helps.
I'll turn my camera on. Maybe that'll scare some people away.
It's like
So back to Candy Jo. She left town pretty quick as well. She didn't stick around and help.
I don't want to talk about Candy Jo. I want to talk about my eye.
Oh.
All right, Candy Jo. She took off pretty quick. I don't know if it was right away though.
Oh my gosh, Bob just said Captain Josh Sparrow.
Captain Josh Sparrow.
That's hilarious.
What was that? A pad? No, it wasn't a pad.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it was a pad. I put a pad up to my eye.
Okay. Let's
No,
move
it's
on.
like the little glasses thing that you put like a sunglasses in. It's like a sunglass pad.
Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
This feels good. Can I do the show this way?
You can do it however you want to do it.
I know, but like, is it bad?
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Oh my God, Fuzzy B. You didn't really have to go there. Here come the pad jokes. Great. Let's just sit back and wait for those to end.
Hey, just while we're not talking about any sort of case, did you have a lab rat cup there?
Yeah.
How about you show that for the
Can't miss merch.
Yeah, I'm just doing my job.
You're good. Head on over to the lab merch store. Yeah. I can't see.
Oh boy.
And then, yeah.
This is going well.
It's going great.
I know. That's what I was saying. It's going well.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
The last couple days I've dedicated to this channel. Sleep deprivation, eye scratching, you know, I just can't think of anything else. It's just, you know, that's not that much. But I'm going to complain about my eye.
Okay.
Y'all visit Dr. Gary Stat. I don't know who that is. How am I going to visit somebody? I don't even know who that is. And Annie B says, I'm having a blast. Great. I'm glad.
I am too. And
Rachel said, oh, you're having a blast too?
Sure. Can't you
Great.
tell?
Yes. Brain trauma from Daryl Brooks' defense. I know, dude. Are
you going to tell everyone how you scratched your eye, or is it just?
I don't know how I scratched my eye. What the hell are you talking about?
I know. I was going to see if you were going to come up with a story.
Oh, well, yeah, sure. Now that you mention it,
Oh no.
I was forging steel because I was making a big sword.
Or you know what you could have said? You could have said you were building your charcuterie board, and some of the wood chips got into. Right.
That's not what happened.
I know it's not, but it would have been a good story.
Dude, somebody said Otis did it. No, Otis didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But I was laying on the couch facing the couch, and he when Ronell walked through the door, he jumped up on my head. Like full, I think I was asleep. And it felt like he punched me in the head. And I chased him with a squirt bottle for a good 30 minutes.
Maybe he got a fright.
No, he was excited and he used my head to jump up on the couch.
I won't hear anything bad about Otis either. He's a good boy.
I don't know. Do a community post and we can all see who comes up with the best story for how Josh's eye got injured.
What if it's pink eye?
Are you? Well, first of all, I never thought of that. Second of all, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Third of all, now I'm worried that it is.
Oh boy. You're welcome. It's Dr. Linda in the house.
Oh my God, it could be. I don't have pink eye. My eye's not going pink.
So what does it feel like? I know what you're going to say.
It
Feels
feels
like I've got a scratch.
Yeah, it feels like there's it feels like there's sand in my eye when I blink. So I don't blink.
And you've looked in the mirror really well and had
I
a
actually
good.
haven't. Isn't that weird?
Well, no, that is.
You want me to zoom in
weird.
on it right now?
No, thank you. We can do that off air. Oh boy. It doesn't look pink.
I feel better now, actually.
Does that clear it out?
No, not at all.
There's been a lot of people saying in the chat that Matcha and Otis lie on your pillow, which they do. Fact.
We just
Could
looked
be
at my
pink
eye.
eye.
I don't have pink eye. Just rub my other eye.
We need a double patch. Oh boy.
I just flushed my eye.
Yeah, with water that you've been drinking out of.
No, I haven't been drinking out of that water.
So it's distilled water.
It's from like 4 days ago.
Great.
Cross-contamination. I don't care. My eye hurts.
I feel like you're going to be making it worse, but that's.
Oh, no doubt. That's burning even worse. This last like hour or this last like 15 minutes has been terrible. Now my eyes are
Tell me about it.
Huh?
Now both eyes are burning.
Yeah, they are.
Oh.
Tried eye drops yet?
That would have been a great idea.
Of course I have.
Oh,
It's the first thing I tried.
Well, why did you do that dirty water?
It's not dirty. What do you mean dirty
it-
water? It's not dirty water.
You said it was 4 days old.
I know, I lied.
Gosh.
I just brought it out. But I would like this is the water that I pour into my cup when I run out because the cup has ice.
Okay, so it's your backup.
Yep. This is not good. Stick your head in the freezer when you're done here. That's not very nice.
Well, you've got the ice pack, the eye.
None of that's going to help. It's my actual eyeball. It's the ball of my eye.
Okay, calm down about. Calm down about.
It's not on the outside. It's an internal injury.
Yeah.
I'm going
It's
down.
An internal injury. Gosh.
I'm not kidding. Like, it's really funny. Like, this is.
No, I know you're not kidding.
It hurts.
Trust me, I know you're not because I've heard about it all day today.
It's not. It has not been all day.
I've heard about it for at least the last 6 hours. About your eye.
Not true.
Okay, 7 hours. There you go.
Again, not true. If it's scratched, you'll need to get a goopy eye medicine. Great.
Oh, God.
And now my glasses are fogging up. You've just watched Daryl Brooks too much lately. I know. It's hard to stay on topic tonight. Josh, I've had that happen. Hold on. Let me read it with my left eye. Okay.
Look up how to do an eye rinse. Also, look with magnification to see if it's an eyelash curled in and poking it.
Somebody said tape it shut.
Yeah, definitely. That's what you should do.
I'm gonna put duct tape residue on my pink eye. Josh, I've had it a few times. Look how to do an eye rinse. Also,
you use like gaffer tape, and then when you rip it off, you rip off your eyebrow and your eyelashes.
Exactly. Sterile saline. I don't have any. Is that going to help a scratch for real?
Saline is really good for.
We got a nurse in the house. There's a nurse. I love this. Denise Stagner says, and I don't know if I've ever seen Denise, but Denise might be my angel tonight. Have I seen? I have seen Denise. Actually, you're right.
Yes, Denise
a lot.
Is here often. Yes.
I know, and I'm disoriented and everything.
Okay, just something.
Go to CVS. I'm not going anywhere.
He shouldn't be driving with his pad eye patch.
Unreal. All right. Denise says, as a nurse, I can tell you if it's just scratchy and not watering like runny moisture, it's not pink eye. Oh, thank God. But now it feels like there's moisture in it because I've been dunking my eyeball in the friggin' water for the last hour. That's not good. Would it be bad to take a drink out of that water?
No, but it would be bad to continue to pour it into your eye.
No, it's not.
Yeah. You swear you just got that water before the show?
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
You think that I'd pour 4-day-old water in my pink dye?
Look, I don't know. I've seen some things.
I think it's because I have bushy eyebrows.
Your eyebrows aren't bushy?
Halloween is coming soon. Just put a patch on it and be a pirate. Arr! Everyone loves a pirate, True Crime Utah says. That's not true. Bacteria, Josh. Thanks, Zycron. I appreciate that. Somebody said gross. I don't have pink eye.
Thank you, Teresa. She's
send Peyton to CVS for a bottle. Yeah, I might as well send him. I might as well send him on a mission to the moon. You probably get to the moon.
Peyton alone as well.
I'm lashing out at everybody.
Oh gosh.
Kimberly
I know
says,
you are.
Let it get.
Grandma's coughed.
I'm not going to let it get infected for Halloween.
No.
Josh, watch Barbarian. You will forget about your eye. I doubt it. Yes, I've been with you from sub count 30. That's actually true.
No,
I'm sorry.
Oh, is Denise new?
No, she's not new at all.
No, she's not.
Sub count 30. Okay, so Denise, I don't have pink eye. Can I take that to the bank? Regular water is not correct. Fluid needs saline. But,
thank you, Cat H. I agree.
But what would saline do?
Soothes it.
Pink eye Dom DeLuise. Really? This is how you guys treat me?
Pink eye Dom.
Stop rinsing it. You're making it unbalanced and will sting more.
Thank you, Denise.
Sub count 30, Denise, honestly.
Kat's also a nurse, and she said
we got nurses
regular
left
water.
and right here.
Yeah, you got.
I don't have any saline.
Smart people in the chat.
Pinky Josh. Great plant love. Did someone fart on your pillow? Probably.
Yes. Macho and Otis definitely would have. I can guarantee.
Yeah.
I can guarantee that.
Yeah.
100%.
You can guarantee.
Yep.
I don't think so.
Wait till I do a hidden recording of you and the two boys sleeping.
Uh-oh.
So everyone can hear.
Actually, I
Kimberly,
listened to
yes, I am doing Halloween. I love Halloween.
I listened to that show, or it wasn't a show, where I was just hanging out with the dogs, and I did fall asleep.
I know you fell asleep. That's why I was texting you saying, babe, wake up. You're still streaming.
Denise says at the lab, read all my comments. I do. I've read every single comment.
No, I think she means like with the tips on what
oh no, I am.
what you
Yeah.
should be doing. Yeah.
I get it. Saline has salt in it. Great. Awesome. Well, I think we're done. I mean, my eye is completely.
Definitely. I think we should have been done probably about
Oh,
20
hush
minutes
up.
ago.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
It's not really. It is to me.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Thank you guys for being here.
But I have to put her
Catch you next time.
on the side.
Catch you next
I'm gonna
time.
do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
Good night, everyone.
It is to me. Right.
Why?
I've done my best. It's hard, you know. That's real tough.
Now it's all red.
But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys.
I'm gonna do what I gotta do for me and my boys and my kids.
Don't say any F's and stuff.
Live from the NBD Production Studios, you're in the lab with your host, Joshua Diaz.
There is no investigation. This boy has.
It's not really. It is to me. But I have to put her on the side and worry about the boys. But I have to.
Nerdy Girl 420.
no
Regardless, even if it
investigation.
was an accident,
Don't say any F's and stuff.
it's irrelevant at this point, in my opinion. If that was the case, then she should have called 911 immediately. This was no accident.
But I have to put her on the side.
If you get spackle, it
and worry
might
about
be
the
pink
boys.
eye. Gross. See you guys later.